Hello guys, welcome back to my video. So if you guys know, I just competed in the under 83 kg weight class yesterday at my fourth powerlifting competition. So if you guys know, I'm not really satisfied with how the competition went in terms of how the meet was run, in terms of how I performed and everything leading up to this competition. But it's only fair that I give you guys an update and how the competition went and everything from there. And before I even start the video, I just want to say that this video is about how I feel, and there is no disrespect to anyone, and it's not a suggestion, it's not a feedback, it's just everything that I think that I felt in this competition. So me personally, I've been wanting to do a weight class competition for a very long time, because I've always competed in the heavyweight division, and they announced the competition 3 months prior to the competition, which is obviously a very good thing for lifters like me, because I have everything planned out from training, from how much weight I need to be in the competition. And they announced there will be a category under 83 kgs. Some of you guys know that I was really heavy before. I was around 96 kgs. For that I had 6 months. So first thing, I got my weight down to 86 kgs. I was maintaining it for 2 months leading to this competition, and I had lost no strength. In fact, I'd gotten even stronger. This was probably the best competition meet prep I've ever done, because I had a coach and everything was sorted out perfectly. My weight was planned out, because I was only planning on doing 3 kgs of water cut for this competition, because there is always an advantage being a heavier guy at a lower weight class. And for what I knew, it was a 24-hour weigh-in, so 3 kgs loss in 24 hours was enough time for me to refuel my body and get into competing shape. And 4 days prior to the competition, I found out it was a 2-hour weigh-in, which from where everything started going not the way I wanted to go, because everyone else had to do the same thing. There were a few guys I knew who was cutting weight. My friend Onish, he was cutting weight too. So we had to change the plan completely, because your tactics going to 24-hour weigh-in and 2-hour weigh-in is completely different. So I had to change my water cut plans in the last minute, which was a struggle again, because we didn't know 2 or 3 days before the competition. It was a 2-hour weigh-in. So मलाई चाहिँ त्यो मेन्टालिटी चाहिँ मलाई गाह्रो हुन्छ नि, अरूलाई त के हुन्छ होला भनेर त्यो मेन्टालिटी लिएर चाहिँ I keep myself positive and I keep myself going. So 2-hour weigh-in भन्यो. So I had to cut 3 hours. Now I had to regain 3-4 kgs back in just 2 hours time, which is no problem again, because I have a coach. He knows exactly how things should be done. He's been doing it for a very long time. So my target was to get my body weight just under 83 kgs. So I woke up in the morning at around 4 just to check my weight, because everything should have been perfect. And I woke up at just 83 kgs in the morning, exactly at 83 kgs in the morning, which was perfection for me. And just to be sure, I went to my gym. We have a calibrated weight scale over there, which shows exactly how much weight you are. No matter how many times you step on it, it won't be different. So if I'm 82.5, it will show 82.5. It will not want so 82.5 ektal and 82.6 अर्को पाली, 82.3 अर्को पाली. So I went to the gym and I was exactly 83 kgs. I wasn't surprised. I had prepared for it, but just to be safe, I just did 100 grams of weight loss again. I sat in the sauna for about 5 to 7 minutes. I weighed myself again, and I was 82.9 kgs in a calibrated scale. And in competitions where you have weight classes, athletes come in prepared. The competition floor, you need to have a calibrated scale again, because it's fair to have the exact scale. I went into the competition and I weighed in at 83.2 kgs once, and if I stepped on it, it showed 83.1. I stepped on it, 83.3. So it wasn't a very good scale over there, and they wouldn't leave me, because it's unfair, obviously. But then I knew in my head that I was 82.9 kgs, so now I had no other choice. I didn't want to go over 83 kgs go weight class, and I I again had to go to another gym, Sachit Guruko gym. अनि सचित गुरुले हामीलाई वेट सना बस्नु अलाउ गर्नुभयो. And that was already very hard for me because water cut is a very hard thing to do. अनि dehydrated state मा झनै like you need to dehydrate yourself, you go to another gym. So I like 1 घन्टा जति नै वेस्ट भयो doing यता र उता गर्दा गर्दै 1 घन्टा जति वेस्ट भयो. So 8:30 I just got myself weighed in at 8:30. अनि I weighed on platinum मा पनि मैले चेक गराएको थिएँ. I was 82.4 kgs. अनि I came back to the lifting venue again and weighed in at 82.9 kgs. So I think the weight scale caught me off guard. I should have gotten myself at a lower body weight, but I didn't want to do it. And I wasn't prepared for it. And rehydration time पनि कम भयो. Anyways, वेट गरेपछि त त्यो दिनुपर्ने रहेछ यो कम्पिटिसनमा, यो ओपनिङ वेट. सो मैले प्लान गरेको थिएँ विथ माई कोच. अनि मैले ट्रेनिङमा आई हिटिङ दिस नम्बर्स भेरी भेरी इजिली. लाइक एकदमै इजी थियो. आई कुड हेभ डन 2 more or 3 more of it. Like it was that easy to me है ट्रेनिङमा. So I put in 220 kgs in squat, 110 kgs for bench press, and 240 kgs for deadlift. And we started warming up. Everything was fine. We had bumper plates in the warm up area. I warmed up thoroughly. My regular warm up I took my time, and then I was feeling good. I felt good actually. So the first squat opener, 220 kgs. I went on the bar. The bar was really wobbly. And as long as I remember, powerlifting we use power bars, and then it's specific. So I don't want to go into specific because you guys won't really know. But then me being a powerlifting athlete, that wasn't a power bar. It was a completely different bar. It was very thin. A few millimeters in thickness, and there was no center knurling because squat you need center knurling. The bar rolls, and the bar was like rolling thunder. It was very wobbly, very, and it had no grip in the middle, and it was very thin. And weights from the warm-up room was very different from the weights in the platform. They had bumper plates in a powerlifting meet. That's that's not something I would ever do. Because powerlifting competition you don't use bumper plates, man. Bumper plates is for weightlifting. Bumper plates is for CrossFit. Bumper plates are very good plates, but then it's definitely not for powerlifting. The bar was very wobbly, very wobbly. And then because 220 was a very easy weight, I went down, I came up, and I struggled in 220 just a tiny bit. I got it through. I did this lift, and after 2 minutes they called me again, your second attempt. Ani powerlifting athletes are not weightlifting athletes. Comparing the two, like you're a same level individual. If you take a world champion weightlifter and a world champion powerlifter, the weight they lift is completely different, because powerlifting you work in 300, 400, 500 kg, weightlifting maybe 200. So the weight differences come, like, even though it's a harder movement, weightlifting, powerlifting is a whole another sport. You need rest in between sets, at least for a guy of my size. 10 to 15 minutes of rest in between attempts would be really good. And then 3 minutes, and in competitions you just gotta do what you gotta do. And so I just untied myself, wrapped myself again. It takes time. And then they had a very funny 2 minutes time cap in which you had to come in, get ready, and do your thing, or else you would be disqualified. So I rushed the lift so much. 2:30 second attempt, which was my PR in last meet. It came up very easily. It would have been much easier if the barbell was a power bar. And I came up, and then I had to complain because there was no way I could go for third attempt in another 2 minutes, because it takes a toll on your body. And I said I want to do the third attempt. They told me that 10 minute rest huncha, they'll call some other category, and they weren't prepared as well. They were complaining. So it was a complete chaos over there. So anyways, everything was going good, and I planned a 240. That number was in my head for a very very long time, and I just put in 240 because I wanted that number. I talked to my coach about it, and everybody was very positive about my 240. Unracked it. In fact, I had the best squat walkout of my entire lifting years. You can say I walked out the bar very very smoothly, very very smoothly. And I knew in my head, now I got this, I got this. Then I go down to squat the bar. I do a low bar squat, so it was on top of my rear delts. So the bar rolled up to my neck, and the bar crushed me down, which I knew I had that in my head. And no one, and I had never missed one single lift ever during training in competitions before. I don't want to embarrass myself lifting a miss, I missing lifts. I missed that lift. There was nothing I can do about it. I couldn't blame the judges. I couldn't blame the weightlifting bar. I couldn't weight the funny bumper plates. I couldn't blame the squat rack which still had plastic on it. I couldn't blame my spotters. I couldn't blame the water cut. It was all on me. Anyways, what's done is done. Now I gotta move on to bench press. Now I need to focus. I need to get myself back. That's what I thought. Forgot about squats completely. I had my meal. I rested for a while. I even took a small power nap in between. Then leading up to the bench press, this is the most confident I've ever been in the bench press, because everyone knows me for having a very bad bench press, and I keep getting criticized about how bad my bench press is all the time. This was the meet I would prove everybody wrong. My bench press was perfect. I had done 120 kgs for 2 reps in training. I had done 125 for a single. So everything that I've done leading up to this competition, I was very confident about the bench press. But even though I was very confident, I wanted to start conservative because 120 was a weight I could do it for 5 reps, and I unracked the bar. Bar was moving all over my hand. I may not be the strongest bench presser. I may not have the best leverages, but I had worked on my technique so much that I was very confident. My technique, my back is a very strong muscle group of mine, so my bench press is very very stable. I had worked on it a long time, and I've come a long way in terms of stability. And the bar was moving all over my wrist. My shoulders weren't stable. The bar was very thin. I couldn't feel the bar. I couldn't squeeze the bar as much as I wanted to, and 120 was a struggle. 110 was a struggle for me. Which again, bench press, so my confidence went down. Then second attempt, I actually wanted to go 120 or 125 on my second attempt because I had done 125 in training. I wanted to go conservative because what if I miss, or I won't even have a decent total. So I just wanted to go 117 kgs, and when I put 117 kgs, and the bench pad was so funny, it still had plastic on it, and it was this thick, and it was really high. And the bar was still very bad. So I unracked it, and it felt like it was 140 kg. It felt like it crushed me, and then I lowered the bar slowly down, and I misgrouped the bar because it was very obvious. It was supposed to come somewhere up here. It went down here. My shoulders were in a very compromising position, but it's just 117 kgs, very lightweight to me. So I pushed it back up, and that was a struggle. I knew I had maybe another kg or 2 or 3. I don't know. Very not very much in me, because the pad was this. I don't know. I don't want to blame the equipment. It's all on me. Thought Milena, something went wrong. So yeah, I just thought I'd just do 120, but then I knew squat my PR by now. I wanted a bench PR, so I did 121 kgs. अनि त्यो बारमा त्यो वेट राखेको स्टाइल पनि एकदमै फनी थियो. वेट लिफ्टिङ कम्पिटिसनमा राखे जस्तै साइड कलर हाल्यो, अनि कलरको बाहिरबाट हाल्यो त्यो 0.5 kg. So I missed 121 in the bench press. I couldn't just stabilize my form. Maybe I need to work on it more, or in bench सक्यो, and then I had no PRs, and then I was mentally very distracted because everything I had planned for, nothing was going right, from weigh-ins to squats and to bench presses. This, meet prep, made deadlift training was really good. I made a lot of PRs, deadlift my training, my rep PRs, volume PRs. I didn't do more than 250. I had done 250 block pulls, 2 sets of 3 reps once. So made lockout was very strong as well. I knew the bar was different by now, अनि मैले training मा चाहिँ because I do the hook grip, मैले training मा warm up मा I didn't practice hook grip because the bar was going to be different, and मलाई different feel हुन्छ भने I just was using straps to do deadlift. I had already put in 240 as my opener. I couldn't change it last minute because 240 is very easy weight to me. I've done it a couple of times very easily in training. As a lifter, I do much better in the meet than in training, considering the fact 240 would be no problem. And I go to the bar and I set myself up. I reach down to the bar. In sumo deadlift, I go straight down from my shoulders, and I try to put hook grip on the bar, and there is no knurling. Again, same mistake, and I knew I was screwed because I cannot do mixed grip. I'm very bad at it, and I've had very bad injuries doing mixed grip, so it doesn't give me a lot of confidence. As I remember, powerlifting bars knurling is 16 inches. It's a khali gap, just 16, not more than 16 inches, and there's a center knurling too. So when I put my hands down, it touches the knurling. There was no knurling in this barbell, even though the barbell was much thinner than regular power bar. And it's a very good barbell too, because weightlifting ko it's a very good barbell because clean garda pani your hand placement is wider than when you do deadlift. Like suppose if I am doing clean, my hands would be on the knurling. If I was doing snatch, obviously my hand would be on the knurling, caught on the slippery part of the barbell. And in 240 wasn't a very big weight, and I could hold on to the bar just barely. I locked it out, and the weight moved very easy. You can see it in the video, very easily. There was no struggle for me. Normally training ma garदाखेरि, like मेरो deadlift is slow off the floor 2-3 inches. If it comes up 2-3 inches, I will lock it out. No problem with that. So I locked it out, 240, and I wanted the 250 kg deadlift, which I thought wouldn't be a problem. And I lifted it off the floor, and this had never happened to me. If I got the weight off the floor, I got the lockout, that is for sure. So I'm very patient off the floor, but then at the lockout, I'm very quick and I'm very aggressive. So I lifted the bar off the floor very easily. In my head, I got the lift, but then I didn't even realize that my hands were already slipping out. So I came up to my mid-thigh, and then the bar was literally on my fingers, and my forearms were already hurting. I could have locked it out probably, but then I couldn't hold it, no chance. So I just left it. And the second attempt I missed it, and this was it wasn't just my day, but then I still carried myself through. And the last attempt I went there, I couldn't lift it off, even off the floor, and so I couldn't make a good PR. I was very upset about how everything went in the competition. I've worked very hard for this competition, and when it doesn't go the way you want it to, not because of what I could have done better, it's just like powerlifting. Powerlifting is a very simple sport, It's not CrossFit. You can't throw the athletes into the unknown. Everything from equipment, everything from the weights used, everything from the barbells, it's all given beforehand. If it was a weightlifting barbell with weightlifting rules in a powerlifting competition, I should have been informed, because I would probably not do it. I would probably train myself in a bench with plastic on it. I would probably have used weightlifting barbell and it in the first place. I could have done things differently, waste my time building muscle, doing volume phases and eating a lot of food, A lot of things, a lot of sacrifices go into a competition like this, guys. You may not see it from outside, but me, I take myself very seriously. I take powerlifting very seriously. Then I don't know, it doesn't just feel right. I will say this out right now. I will not compete at the pump again. Even if I compete, there is no prize in return. You don't like, for me, I always tell people, I protect the sport. मान्छेहरूले कतिजनाले भन्छ नि 5,000 दिन्छ, 7,000 दिन्छ, 10,000 दिन्छ, कम्पिटिसनमा एकदमै कम्ती भयो क्यास मनी. बट देन इनफ्याक्ट आई protect the sport. म सबैजनालाई भन्छु क्या, this may be small for you, मेरो लागि this is a very big sport. I will put in the hard work, I will put in the investment, I will sacrifice to win. I tell this a lot. But then when यस्तो हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ it doesn't just, I don't know, मलाई त खै चित्त बुझ्दैन. Not because of the prize that I'm disappointed, is because of all the hard work, all the sacrifices I've made. Your competition यसरी, it shouldn't have been the way it was yesterday. And I will not compete again, not unless I know. I will compete in powerlifting, but not in that, not in the competition that took place yesterday. And with that being said, I hope, I'm sure this is a very, very, very long video. I doubt that most of it has even watched it up here. But then I will be back lifting heavy weights again, do powerlifting competitions. I will come back with even bigger PRs. I already have the numbers in my head, what I want to do, and I will show it to you guys that I'm capable of much, much, much more than 587 kilo total. Yeah, guys, thank you for watching if you've come this far. And again, like I said, no disrespect to anybody, no disrespect to the weightlifting judges.